Hello, my name is Hannah, and on behalf of Wake Technical Community College, I'd like to welcome you to the virtual Wake Works program orientation. We're so glad you took time out of your busy schedule to join us. We hope to provide a lot of information that will be useful to you as you begin your journey with the WakeWorks apprenticeship program at Wake Tech. So we encourage you to take notes and reach out to us with any questions you might have after the session ends. We want you to keep in mind that this is a very important step in the process and don't want you to miss any information, so please make sure you stay with us until the conclusion of the video. We'll also be sharing information at the end of the session that will direct you to next steps to becoming an apprentice. So again, be on the lookout for instructions and further details. And now we're ready to get started, so here we go. This is an overview of what we're going to be sharing with you. We want to provide information about what an apprenticeship is and the difference between a registered apprenticeship and a pre-apprenticeship program. You might have already looked on the WakeWorks website and noticed we have some information about types of apprenticeships that are available. We'd like to go into more detail with you about those so you'll know what programs might be best suited for you. Many of you may have seen our program featured on local news stations, and that might be how you became interested. We'd like to share more information with you about specifically what WakeWorks provides for participants. You obviously want to know how to get started in the program, and you also want to know about the next steps. We'll be sharing information about another department at Wake Tech, career pathways, and how a personal coach will assist you through the process. We want to make sure you understand the importance of these details, so stay tuned and stay with us until the very end. So let's get started. So the first question on your mind may be, well, how do I get to be an apprentice? A pre-apprenticeship program you could think of as a stepping stone or a series of services that helps to prepare you to enter into a registered apprenticeship program. What we want to do is first give you the skills you need to be successful as a registered apprentice. We also want to make sure that you're going to tie the training you're receiving to an existing registered apprenticeship program. We want you to have the skills employers want you to have, so again, we're providing educational services while getting you a first-hand look at what that career field will look like. As a pre-apprentice, you get the opportunity to be in a classroom and get hands-on training that will be very similar to what you'll be doing on the job as a registered apprentice. So what is an apprenticeship? You might have heard of apprenticeship before, but not know exactly what it entails. Most importantly, apprenticeship programs allow you to gain skills and be earning income while you're learning. It also gives you the opportunity to learn a skill set for a new career field with hands-on training as an employee. Most people find that's how they learn best, while working for an employer out there on the job site getting real-life training. That's also going to be combined with training you get in a classroom. So in addition to learning from the employer, you're going to be getting an education. Now, some people may have the goal as part of an apprenticeship to go on and further that education. They may wish to get an associate's degree, or perhaps even going further to get a bachelor's degree. As you're participating in an apprenticeship program, you're getting the hands-on training from your employer while getting instruction from our highly skilled instructors at Wake Tech. You might want to know what's going to be required of you as a participant in an apprenticeship program. How much do you have to work? How many hours do you have to be in a classroom? Those are all very good questions. The average apprenticeship program is 2 to 4 years in length, but they can be as brief as 1 year and as long as 6 years. An apprenticeship program is going to require you, the participant, to work 2,000 hours on the job with your employer per year, and you'll be receiving 144 classroom hours of instruction each year. Remember, you're working on the job getting training, and you're also combining that with classroom instruction. So for each year of your apprenticeship, you'll work 2,000 hours on the job and get 144 hours of classroom instruction through Wake Tech. Now, a lot of individuals say, well, why should I do an apprenticeship program? Why shouldn't I just go out and find a job with an employer? Obviously, there are lots of benefits to becoming a registered apprentice. When you're signed up as a registered apprentice, you're going to get paid while you're still getting training. And most importantly, as you progress in your training, your pay is going to increase. You'll also find that the training you receive and the education provided is what individuals in that career would want you to have and expect you to know. We're designing programs that meet what employers expect in that particular field. Most importantly, for a lot of individuals, it gives them the ability to gain experience they never had before. They have something they can put on a resume to show an employer, something to fill out on a job application to say, hey, I'm a registered apprentice, and here's the experience I have. Also, being a registered apprentice is going to allow you to move up in your profession, to advance not only with pay, but with responsibilities and opportunities for promotions as you're mastering your trade. So, what happens after you complete your apprenticeship? If you say, hey, I put in all the hours, I did all the related classroom training that was required, well, what do I get out of this? And that's a good question. For a lot of individuals, it's the importance of what you'll take with you. You have an education. Remember, we said we'll be providing you with that education at Wake Tech, and the coursework that you complete, whether it's leading you to get an associate's degree right now, or maybe down the road, or completing a bachelor's degree, you have that education for the rest of your life. You've earned it, and no one can take it away from you. And again, you have experience that you're going to be able to put on a resume to show employers why you're worthy of being hired for other positions you might apply for. Also, for a lot of individuals, a huge benefit to apprenticeship is the national credential. When you complete a registered apprenticeship program, you're going to have a journey worker credential that's recognized by employers all across the United States. Maybe you don't always plan to live in North Carolina. Maybe you have family that lives in other parts of the United States, and you're saying, okay, if I complete this, are they going to recognize that in other states? The answer is yes. When you have a journey worker credential, it's recognized by other employers in other states. Most importantly, when you complete an apprenticeship program, you don't just have a job, you have a career. You've chosen something that you have an interest and passion for. This is something you wanted to pursue, and after completing it, you're on your way to a long-term career in a field that interests you. You want to be in, and you'll be making a very competitive salary. The wonderful thing is, you didn't have to acquire any debt paying for college because it was paid for you. A lot of individuals wonder, how much am I going to be making? And that's a good question because we all need to know we have a certain amount of money to pay our bills each month and support our families. Individuals who become registered apprentices have an average starting salary of $50,000 per year, and that's about $25 an hour to start. Remember, when you begin as a registered apprentice, you'll be paid by the employer you were hired with when you started that training. And as you accomplish goals and complete milestones in your training, your pay is going to increase. You'll notice on the screen here over the lifetime of being a registered apprentice, you're going to see your career earnings will be much greater than individuals who are not registered apprentices. You may have wondered before joining our orientation, what types of apprenticeship programs Wake Tech has available? What could I pursue? What kinds of things might match my interests? So what you're going to see on the screen are programs we currently have available for individuals joining the WakeWorks apprenticeship program. You'll see apartment maintenance technician, automotive, carpentry, electrical, EMT to paramedic, HVAC, and plumbing. We're also expanding our programs, and you'll see several additional trades on the horizon. Now, you might say to yourself, a member of my family was a carpenter, or someone I know is an electrician. Others you might not be as familiar with or know what skill sets you would need in order to be successful in that occupation. We want to help you if you're not certain and provide information to help you determine which to pursue before you get into the program. You might have gone to the WakeWorks website and noticed we have links to YouTube videos featuring the same things you see here. If you said, I wonder what a tower technician does, you might want to visit the website and take a look at the video that's posted for that particular occupation. We at Wake Tech will continue to offer guidance and help along the way. So for most of you interested in WakeWorks, you've probably wondered, what do I do next? How do I get going in WakeWorks? How can I become a registered apprentice? Right now, by attending our orientation session, you've already started, and afterwards we'll be gathering some additional information so we can stay in touch and connect you with a career coach. We'll be talking more about that later in the session and how this step will allow us to support you in the next stages. So far, we've already described what an apprenticeship is, what the difference is between apprenticeship and pre-apprenticeship. We've looked at the types of apprenticeship programs that are available. Whether you're interested in being a carpenter, an electrician, or maybe an EMT to paramedic. So now we want to focus specifically on the WakeWorks program. Maybe that's how you first got connected to Wake Tech. So what we'll do next is look at exactly what WakeWorks is. WakeWorks is a partnership. Wake County came to Wake Tech and said, we need to find a way to get more residents in Wake County trained to go for higher wage jobs. And we think apprenticeship is a great way that we can accomplish this goal. We're very fortunate to have the support of our county in this new project. We realize in Wake County we have a lot of opportunities for the residents, but we don't seem to be keeping up right now with the demand for technical workers. Of course, all of us can turn on our TV and see things have greatly changed due to the coronavirus pandemic. This is certainly something that's affecting all of us, but we need to know that things are going to improve. And as things are improving, we want to make sure that we have opportunities available to provide training and skills individuals need to get into higher wage occupations. Right now in Wake County, we have an opportunity to do more to help residents get on a pathway to improve their lives and the lives of their families. That's what we're talking about here as far as economic mobility. We want to help Wake County residents find a way to gain the skills they need and on-the-job training so that they can move into better, higher wage occupations that will help them to support their families and themselves in a lifestyle we feel we all deserve. Currently at Wake Tech, we have 200 individuals who are already involved in apprenticeship programs, and some of those individuals are in skilled trades and manufacturing. Between 2021 and 2022, you can see we have a big goal. We want to increase the number of individuals in our apprenticeship programs to 500. We also want to offer more career paths in addition to what we've already been offering in the skilled trades and manufacturing, including those for individuals in IT and healthcare, as well as the hospitality industry, because we know there are lots of great opportunities available in Wake County in these other fields. So as you can see, apprenticeships can provide individuals with a direct pathway into the workforce. We've mentioned it's an earn as you learn program, and the minute you get started as a registered apprentice, you'll be learning with on-the-job training as well as classroom instruction. You're going to be paid when you become a registered apprentice, and that pay will increase as you gain additional skills. By the time you complete your registered apprenticeship program, you'll also earn a journey worker credential, which is recognized all across the United States, not just here in North Carolina. So, how will a WakeWorks apprenticeship program work for you? When you become a WakeWorks student, we'll be taking care of your tuition. And that means the classes provided for you at Wake Tech will be paid for, along with any other fees or supplies needed to participate in an apprenticeship program. Also, as you'll notice here, we're paying for our pre-apprenticeship students. Remember, pre-apprenticeship is your stepping stone to becoming a registered apprentice, so we're paying for everything you'll need to participate. Tuition, fees, books, and tools will be taken care of as a pre-apprentice or registered apprentice with an eligible Wake County employer. So as you can see, this is another great benefit to the WakeWorks program. We'll know we've accomplished our goal because we're going to see numbers of students going up. We're especially looking to work with populations across the county who need our assistance, and we want to make sure that we're helping our participants get into occupations that provide the type of wages which will help them support their families. So next we'll be talking a bit about career pathways, taking you through what they do and how they can assist you in progressing along your path to WakeWorks apprenticeship. Again, instructions will be provided at the end of this session for how to get started, so be sure to stay tuned. Career Pathways and Student Resources serves to develop academic, technical, and employability skills. They offer services and resources to assist students in overcoming challenges to completing a course, obtaining credentials, or transitioning back into the workforce. Once you've completed the orientation and application, a career coach will contact you with next steps. Coaches will be making monthly check-ins by phone and offer additional support as needed. Congratulations! You've made it to the end of the session. In order to take the next step to becoming a WakeWorks apprentice, we ask that you supply a little more information by following the link below. After completing this form, you'll officially be able to get started. This concludes our orientation. We've offered a high-level view and presented a lot of information, so we appreciate your attention and interest in our program. If you weren't able to take notes, slides are also available on the WakeWorks website, along with commonly asked questions on the FAQ page. If you're still not sure about something we've gone over or would like clarification about aspects of the program, You're welcome to contact us at wakeworks@waketech.edu, and we'll be more than happy to speak with you. For now, be safe, and we look forward to helping you along your journey.